I am Dr. Niranjan. Today we will learn HbA1c. What is HbA1c? HbA1c is the percentage of hemoglobin that are attached by blood glucose. It is also called glycated hemoglobin. How the HbA1c is formed? HbA1c is formed by the process called glycation. It is a non-enzymatic and irreversible reaction. That means once the RBCs are attached by glucose, the glucose will remain till the destruction of the RBCs. The percentage of HbA1c is solely dependent on two factors. Number one, the blood glucose concentration, and number two, the lifespan of RBCs. We all know there are different types of hemoglobins. HbA or adult hemoglobin, which is 95 to 97%. HbA2, which is up to 2.5%, and HbF or fetal hemoglobin, which is up to 1%. There are also different fractions of HbA or adult hemoglobin. HbA1a, HbA1b and HbA1c. We will be focusing on HbA1c. The amino acids are the pillar of hemoglobin. That is, the chains alpha 1 and alpha 2 and beta 1 and beta 2. That means 4 chains are there in adult hemoglobin. The chains are made up of amino acids. Among them, valine and lysines are main amino acids which are participated in glycation. Amino acids has two terminals, C or acid terminals and N terminals or amine terminals. The glycation reaction occurs at the N terminal end of beta chains. That is, there are valine or lysine residues as the N terminal end of beta chains. Now we will see how this glycation is occurring. See, this is the N terminal of amino acids, that is valine or lysine residues, and this is glucose molecule. We all know glucose has 6 carbons, and the C1 is made up of aldehyde group, that is CHO. So the aldehyde group at C1 and the N terminal end of valine or lysine residues are the two factors which are participated at the glycation procedures, and the product aldehyde is formed. Aldehyde is formed, that is pre-HbA1c. Now look at this procedure. This is a both side reaction. That means it is unstable. Aldehyde is unstable product. Aldehyde or pre-HbA1c is unstable product. The final product, that is ketoamine, is formed by the process called Al-Amine reaction or amide rearrangement. Look at these procedures. What happens? Now the aldehyde group of glucose is transformed to keto group at C2. And this is the beta chain of amino acids. This is glucose. This is a final product HbA1c called ketoamine, keto and amine, ketoamine, and it is also a irreversible reaction. So once it is formed, it will remain till the destructions of this amine group or RBCs. So all this happening in the glycation procedures. So what is the normal percentage of HbA1c? 4 to 6% is the normal percentage of HbA1c. But according to American Diabetic Association or ADA, it is 4 to 5.7%. 5.7 to 6.4% is the pre-diabetic measurement. And above 6.5% is the diabetes. So why do we need to monitor HbA1c? HbA1c is monitored to diagnose diabetes and to monitor diabetes, that is whether your blood glucose is controlled or not. HbA1c is measured. We all know that our blood should be a minimum of blood glucose that should not be less than 40 milligram per deciliter. So HbA1c should not be zero, that is the percentage of HbA1c has to be a minimum range. Less than 4% is the defective procedures, that is defective in the production of RBCs causes less than 4%. So what will happen if the HbA1c percentage is less than 4%? In case of thalassemia, the normal RBC is not formed, so the lifespan of RBC is decreased. So there may be falsely low HbA1c. In case of iron deficiency anemia or sickle cell anemia, falsely high value of HbA1c is monitored or has been seen. So which one is better? Fasting blood glucose, postprandial blood glucose, or HbA1c percentage? The fasting blood glucose and the PP blood glucose gives us the daily concentration of blood glucose. But in case of HbA1c, it will give you up to 6 to 8 weeks of blood glucose concentration. Obviously, the HbA1c is the best choice to monitor or to diagnose diabetes. So how HbA1c is tested at laboratory? There are different procedures. High performance liquid chromatography or HPLC is the best procedures. The HPLC procedure is done all over India and all over the world. There are other procedures like cation exchange chromatography, hemoglobin electrophoresis, mass spectrometry, spectrophotometry, and other procedures. There is sometimes seen that the HbA1c and the random or average blood glucose is different. It has been seen. In case of rapid glycans, that is, the formation of HbA1c is much more than the fasting or PP blood glucose. In case of rapid glycans, the correlation between HbA1c and fasting or PP could not be compared. It is called rapid glycans. It has been also been seen that the formation of HbA1c is increased as the age increases. So, at the increased age of 10 years, 1% of HbA1c increased. Thank you.